Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel. For today's daily draft, the final Bloomburrow, the final Duskmourn draft here on the channel. Apparently that's where my mind is still stuck at. This will be the final one, and then on Monday we've got the pre-release video for Foundations. Sets move quickly nowadays, so here we are. We're going to dive into today's pack one, pick one with not a lot to speak of in the comment section or uncommon section except for Surgical Suite Hospital Room. This is the best card in the pack, I think, by a lot. So it's what we're going to take here. Yeah, I mean, Murder's fine. Immobility, I like this card, probably more than most. Bloodsucker could be okay in like a black-white eerie-ish deck, but let's go ahead and take the Surgical Suite Hospital Room here. And they go from there. Ooh, a double Scorching Dragonfire deck? Or is today the Doomsday Excruciator day? We've already done this here. I think the best card is just Scorching Dragonfire, and I think it's a pretty easy pick here. Moldering Gem. The uncommons really aren't that great, so let's go ahead and just snap up one of these Dragonfires and move on with our life. Ooh. This is a tough one here. Trapped in the Screen to go with our Surgical Suite Hospital Room, or Disturbing Mirth to go with our Scorching Dragonfire. I think everything else is relatively out of the question here. I think Disturbing Mirth in red-black is really, really good. One of the better reasons to do that. And Trapped in the Screen is also very good. I just drafted red-white, and that's part of the reason I don't really want to look towards red-white too much again, but I do think Disturbing Mirth is a very, very big reason to get into red-black, so that's why I'm going to go ahead and take that card here. Now there's a Murder for removal, Veteran Survivor to go with the Surgical Suite Room here, and I think I'll take the Murder. It's a tough one. I don't think it's as good as Veteran Survivor, but again, red-black is kind of where I would like to be, if at all possible, with this start here. And I think Irreverent Gremlin helps us get there. There's also a Fear of Immobility. Like I said, a card I do like, but Irreverent Gremlin is a nice one. I got excited. I thought this was the hover ship, but it is, in fact, not. Honestly, not a lot of good anything here. I think I'll take the Beastie. It's just a random cycler. Yeah, I don't really like much else with the start that I have. Once again, not great here. Meat Locker, I do like this card, but we are not blue. Fanatic, no thanks. Impossible Inferno, probably not. Maybe we end up like red-green or something and this ends up being fine. Shepherding Spirits, I don't think is great. I mean, it could help like splash this card, which might be worth splashing in red-black. I don't exactly know. I don't really think I'm going to want an Inferno, so I guess I'll just take the Spirits, but not thrilled there. So we had a pretty decent start here, and then it's kind of gone haywire since then. Haven't seen a lot of great stuff. All right, another Murder. I think it's fine. Murder is, you know, you need removal, and Murder is a removal spell, so we take it. And still have outs to be, you know, black, white, if something in that lane presents itself. Maybe we wheel the Excruciator, which I doubt we do. People are going to rare draft that card at some point here. That'd be pick 10. And then maybe wheel that and the Emerge from the Cocoon, and then we could be kind of doing a black-white kind of thing. All right, Fear of Immobility did wheel. I didn't really like any of these other cards, so I guess I take that here. And let's see what comes here. Don't think it's the Excruciator, but I suppose stranger things have happened. It in fact did not, and I don't anticipate playing any card in this pack. So I'll take the combat trick and throw it into the sideboard for now. And I could see myself being black-white or black-red at this point. I don't really think we have a great red-white deck. So I don't think red-white is on the table. Yeah, really nothing here I would even remotely consider in any of my decks. I'm just going to go ahead and rare draft for some gems here. Grab the prize, friendly Teddy. Yeah, grab the prize could be fine. Cracked Skull, potentially playable in some red-black decks as well. You know, if you get some Fear of Lost Teeths and sacrifice them, you can ping down other creatures here. So let's see what pack 2, what direction that puts us in. And we get an Overlord, but it is unfortunately the green one. Is there something else I should take over that? Probably not. I mean, there's a Fear of Lost Teeth, which would be good in red-black. If I take the Overlord, where do I think I'm going with that? Black-green? Maybe red-green? I mean, I think I have to take the Overlord. It's the best card in the pack by a lot, and wow, is this pack full of stuff. I don't think we're playing Nashi or Hall Creeper. There is a Shroud Stomper for Reanimator. There is a Wildfire Wickerfolk, though, and maybe, like I said, we could end up in red-green here. Interestingly, but this card is, like, busted in red-green. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take this. Okay, now there's an Undead Sprinter going back towards black-red, but there is a Say Its Name, which is pretty good in red-green Delirium as well. Grand Entryways, not my favorite. I think it's between Sprinter and Say Its Name. If I take the Say Its Name, I think I'm basically just locking in red-green. And I think that's what I'm going to do, because now we get a Fear of Burning Alive, and this is a pretty good reason to be red-green Delirium as well. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and, at this point, pretty much lock in red-green kind of late, but, you know, an interesting way to get into it. Another Fear of Burning Alive. We have to watch out on our curve maybe a little bit. Jolly Balloon Man is interesting, but let's take another Fear of Burning Alive here. Oh, man. All right. I don't like the Ripper. Guess that means we take the Horde Collar. He says, as he just said, watch out for your curve. Trapped in the Screen is good. I mean, we have Shepherding Spirits potentially, but I don't think we want to splash this. So I guess I take this, and we're just relying on power right now. Okay, the Leyline is a bust. Found Footage helps out with Delirium. It'd be our first artifact. No, our second artifact here. What's the first one? Oh, the Wickerfolk itself is an artifact. So let's take the Found Footage, I guess. And I might have switched too late here. Oh gosh, Arabella. Impossible Inferno's a decent removal spell if you are exactly Delirium. The Branch Snapper is another way to put a creature into the yard. Though, do we have any instants? We have one instant. I'm going to take the Inferno. I feel like if I want a Branch Snapper, I can probably pick one up at some point. So, what are we looking for now? We're looking for the 1-mana Beastie card. Can't remember the name of it. 1-mana 3/3 can't block, but mills you. We're looking for another Scorching Dragonfire or two. Maybe a Sorcery Speed removal spell. Another Say Its Name would be good. Things like that to help fill out this deck. I don't think I've played red-green yet this format. So, yeah, it could be interesting here. So, here's another Say Its Name. It did wheel. So did the Untimely Malfunction. Honestly, for types, I would probably play this card, the Untimely Malfunction. We've got 2 and 2 right now, and I think Say Its Name is just better for the Delirium. So let's go ahead and take that. I don't usually like Ticket Booth. I guess I could put that in if I needed to. Do I have a black card to splash? Disturbing Mirth, but not really. So I guess I'll just take the Grab the Prize here. Beastie, number 2, I suppose. Chandelier is an artifact, but a card I hope not to play in this deck. And enter the Enigma. Alright, what do we get in pack 3? Sorcery Speed Removal. In Trial of Agony, we've got an artifact in Friendly Teddy, of which we currently have 2. Flesh Burrower, Moldering Gym, Fear of Exposure. What's our enchantment count? 3? Yeah, I'm not thrilled with this pack, to be honest. But I guess Fear of Exposure is an enchantment creature that can help out with Delirium here. It's a little expensive. I hope this Teddy wheels so I can play it. I guess the Flesh Burrower is also fine. You know, let's actually just take the Flesh Burrower. This Fear of Exposure might even wheel as well. Wow. Huh. I don't think I can take it. I guess I can impend it, but like, not really. I don't really have the fixing. What else do I take? Ragged Playmate, Flesh Burrower. That's brutal. This is one of the better ones too. I guess I could potentially go back to black-red. Let's try. Let's see what happens here. I don't think we can afford to take a land because we're kind of going back and forth here. Most Valuable Slayer, fine. Branch Snapper. I think I'm going to take the Branch Snapper and probably just lock in red-green. That's a tough pick with the Overlord there. One of the main reasons I took it is because I feel like I can wheel either the Flesh Burrower or the Ragged Playmate out of that pack. Let's go ahead and take the Branch Snapper. Piggy Bank is perfect. So is Double Centipede. Both of these would be great as well. But I think Piggy Bank being an artifact as well is going to be perfect for us here. Terramorphic could help fix, but Fear of Being Hunted is a nice aggressive enchantment creature. We don't have any 3s currently, so I think it's fine. Okay, Dragonfire, perfect. Exactly what we're looking for. Another fix. I don't know if I can afford to take fixing, but am I going to run 3 Grab the Prizes here? Probably not. But I might have to. No, Bear Trap, Razorkin. Yeah, this deck is not really coming together. There's some powerful cards being passed late, but gosh, it's not. I was just torn in multiple different directions with multiple good cards. We could have had a pretty good red-black deck if I had just not given into this Overlord, but this was pack 2, pick 1, and this card is very good. Okay, Friendly Teddy is another artifact I think I could play. At this point, I could cut a card as well. Okay, another Friendly Teddy. Sure. So I can probably cut a Grab the Prize and like a Bear Trap now. Still have 4 sorceries, 5 artifacts. Yeah. Plenty enough enchantments with 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe not plenty. 5 with ticket booth, I suppose. Definitely play 16 lands in this deck as well with these cyclers here. I don't think I'm playing anything in that pack. I don't need a 3rd friendly Teddy. Okay, I can take the land here now. And a demon and likely a land. Nope. Okay, Stalked Researcher. Alright. Well, a short little deck build here. Let's see what we got. Again, 16 lands I think is going to be fine, which means I could add in, what's our artifact count? 5, that seems plenty enough. 4 sorceries, 3 instants, so I can put in a bear trap or a grab the prize number 3? I guess bear trap is like fine. Got 3 cyclers here, that's kind of a 3. Yeah. I don't think the deck is super great, to be honest. I think the red-black deck we could have had would have probably been better. But we've got some good cards here. And a deck I haven't really played yet this format. And I think it has the opportunity to be pretty decent, even still with 14 creatures here. So I'm going to give this one a try, and I'll see you in game number 1. Alright, we're starting on the draw here with a fine enough hand. So we'll go ahead and keep it now. Blue-green. Potential counterspell. I'd probably rather this random Teddy get countered than my Say Its Name, so I'll go ahead and let them use it on that. Nope, okay, just a land cycler. Okay, Cryptid Inspector is unfortunate for me, but we'll just go ahead and manifest Dread here. And no attacks. So now next turn we've got Say Its Name and Piggy Bank. Can't really block into open mana. They didn't get priority, so I could have double blocked there. But oh well. So let's do Say Its Name, see what we find. Definitely getting back the Overlord here. And then next turn we get to play the Overlord. Moldering Gym. Now, if our opponent leaves up blue-green, I might not play the Overlord into a potential counterspell, but if they don't, should be free to go. Monstrous Emergence, down goes our Mountain. Sure. Still have good blocks here. Next turn they'll give themselves a 5/5. I'll have a 6/5, but I could unlock Tunnel of Hate to give it double strike. Alright, what do we got going on? They're just debating attacking, or... Could be disconnected here. Let me check. No? Okay, they were just AFK potentially. Alright, yeah, just go ahead and play the Overlord, pretty much. See if it survives or not. Next turn we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, potentially 7 mana if we want it. Swarm Weaver, yeah. That's actually interesting. Because I can instant speed kill a blocker if they try to double block here. Or I could just play the land, unlock Tunnel of Hate. They're just going to block with a 1/1. Let's do this. Go to combat. That was a mistake. I meant to unlock Tunnel of Hate. Alright, let's just do this then. And use the Bear Trap as a combat trick here. Nope, okay. Go to damage. Now I'll just do what I meant to do pre-combat. Oopsie. It's okay. I think the only difference that would have made is they would have blocked with a 1/1. So we got in 6 damage at the expense of them having a 1/1, which honestly might be better for us. So ooh, that's a card. Okay. Do they have a demon? Probably not. Yeah. I kind of want the Bear Trap to be a surprise, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... No. I can play this and crack that next turn, so I think I'd like to do this and then still hold up the possibility. What, they're going to get Delirium with an enchantment? So they can't get Delirium by blocking here. We have to try to race this 6/6 potentially soon here. So let's go... Does this have Trample? No. Let's go 3 attackers. Give... this one double strike? Okay, I guess they just didn't think they could come back from that board state. Who knows? Alright, on the draw again, but got a turn 2 piggy bank. Seems fine enough. And then say its name could hopefully get back something relevant. Fear of Surveillance. I guess I just trade that off if they would let me. See if the piggy bank survives here. Kind of. Not really. I think I'm actually going to chump so that say its name has a guaranteed target here. So let's see. All artifact creatures. Sure, I guess I'll get the piggy bank back. We do have Delirium, notably. Alright, let's start with this one. I guess this time we can get back the Wicker Folk here. And then if I play it, it blocks as a 4/3 pretty well. I mean, if I trade 4 points for 5 points, that's probably okay, considering I have a haster followed by a Fear Burning Alive, which will kill their creatures too. So, I mean, they just chose to trade anyway, so. Let's hope the Horde Caller can attack past whatever they play. Okay, nothing. Alright, what do you got then? Potential counterspell? No? No, but removal before attacks, sure. Binning all of the lands here from the fear of surveillance. Alright, hopefully not another counterspell. I think I'm going to go and kill the scavenger here now. This thing has the potential to get kind of out of hand. This thing has just been attacking us quite a bit. Yeah, Bedhead Beastie's fine, I guess. Okay, they're removing everything, and now we're dead, kind of. Next turn. What have they done here? Removal, removal, removal. Kind of removal for a turn. Removal. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Don't need that. And honestly, the Bedhead Beastie, I would have to draw exactly a land. Otherwise, I couldn't cast it. So let's just put those both in the yard here. Draw the fear. Not horrible. That forces a trade. So let's, like, make them block here and then play... guess piggy bank. So they're gonna likely play the fear, keep this thing tapped down. I can play the teddy, block that fine enough next turn. Okay, so I just play everything here. Pretty good top deck, gotta say. Okay, our opponents with some early concessions, but we take those. Alright, start on the draw again. This hand is not great, except if we find a red. If we find a red, it's fine. But the Branch Snapper can at least cycle for another forest to impend the Overlord on 3, which does give us a land type. So as long as they don't go like turn 1 Norin or something, we should probably be okay. You know, something like that. I feel like every time I decide to keep these suspect hands, my opponent's like mountain, 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, hit you, go to 10, you're dead. Sorry. So yeah. We will be cycling the Beastie for a red here. Okay, no more creatures, at least there's that. I gotta get my mana situation underneath me. I have to take 4 more damage to do this, but I mean, this gives me a guaranteed another land drop. So next turn I could go like Flesh Burrower and Scorching Dragonfire. Or maybe Wicker Folk and Scorching Dragonfire gives me closer to Delirium. Okay, no more. No more threats. That means they're likely to kill whatever I play. So why don't we just play the Wicker Folk plan to block, basically, and use Dragonfire here. We're just playing defense until we can get our big creatures down, pretty much. So here comes Dragonfire or something to kill the Wicker Folk, and then I probably Dragonfire the Norin. Yeah, let's do... I'll just go ahead and kill that thing, I guess. I knew whatever I was playing would die, so that's no surprise. We could force a trade, potentially, if they play like another creature that I wouldn't mind being traded with, but they do not. Again, I expect whatever I play to die, so I guess we can go Fear and Flesh Burrower. And again, just continually try to stabilize. They are missing lands. This thing will become a blocker at the end of next turn. So I'm just going to try to, you know, eat their removal spells for as long as I can here. Okay, there's a fourth land. Yeah, sure. Let's just get rid of their only creature and keep a Death Toucher back. Or do they have Turn Inside Out? Violent Urge. Okay. Again, eat out all their tricks and stuff. And still expect something to die. So what would I rather die? I guess I can go Horde Caller, Found Footage, or just Branch Snapper here. Let's go Horde Caller. See if they kill this one. I will attack with this. Or I can attack with the 2/2? No? Okay. I will have this back as a blocker as well at the end of this turn. So let's get a little bit aggro. We get a 1/1. And we have a 6/5 blocker here. Maybe they're saving the murder for the 6/5. That's very possible. Because they know this is going to become a creature at the end of my turn. No? Okay. Maybe that just means they don't have removal. Oh, that card is brutal. It's a very, very good card. Very difficult to race. Doesn't give trample, though. This would just trade for that and they would still get the effect. But I'm going to have a 7/6 trample here. So actually let's do this. Give this Death Touch. Then it makes it much more difficult to double block. Sure. Trade for the Overlord. Go to 8. You still have the haste effect. But I still have a lot of creatures here. So let's see if the haste effect actually does anything. That has Menace. And is a 7-3. Or 7-4. That should be fine. So they take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is in fact lethal. Yeah, I don't even care. I'm just gonna make sure I don't die for some stupid reason. And there we go. All right. Nice little win. All right, we're up first here. We've got, you know, found footage, grab the prize. We could impend the Overlord here if we have to. Yeah, I probably will. I mean, I could just crack this, but might cycle the Branch Snapper and impend the Overlord. Hope they don't have Counterspell here, because I do believe Counterspell works with impending. Okay, good. Alright, don't really have much else to do. We'll just play this stupid Teddy and then either Dragonfire or found footage here. I think that's fine to Dragonfire. Well, not really. I mean, we don't need to. I can just block with this Teddy. They get a Surveil, but, like, fine. Surveil to draw a card. I don't know really what I'm looking for, so sure. Alright, well, likely counter or removal, but, I mean, don't really have much else here, so I guess I could have played around that by casting Grab the Prize or something. Them leaving up 3 mana and passing obviously means they have something. So maybe that wasn't right, but darn. Would have loved to be able to Dragonfire that before they got the trigger. Also still leaving up mana here, which I don't like to see. Let's start by trying to do this and see if they want to counter this. Nope. Alright. They possibly leaving up mana once again to kill, like last game, to kill this thing once it becomes a creature. I don't expect this to survive to our turn and to get to attack with it here, so should I just play a threat? I'm a little hamstrung on red mana at the moment. We might just draw a mountain if we play grab the prize. We might not, though. I do think I'd like to try to get a creature down. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. See what they've got. There it goes. As I expected. Okay, Centipede. They do have Delirium. They get a land. I could trade. Never mind. Alright, let's do this. Go ahead and discard the forest. Can't cast the Inferno, so let's do... I don't mind keeping everything in hand here, though, so I don't even think I need to rummage with the Gremlin. So I'm actually just going to decline. The second grab the prize is a little bit of flood insurance here. I don't think I'm going to trade because the Impossible Inferno now, if I traded, wouldn't have a target. So, okay. Draw 3, discard 1. And Manifest Dread, sure. Well, say its name is quite good with... Oh, it got exiled, didn't it? Of course it did. Could get like Branch Snapper or Razorkin Horde Caller back. Can't cast any of them this turn, though, is the issue. And I just don't think Impossible Inferno is the greatest thing to use in this current situation. Let's see what we can get back here. Ooh, the Fear of Burning Out is pretty good. Or Fear of Burning Alive. Let's do that. And then... no attacks. Now if they attack with a Centipede, I can trade with the Burrower here. That seems fine to me. I feel this deck, this Sultai deck, is going to have something really good that I would like to be able to kill here. So the fact that they know that I have this in hand is a little worse. They can play around this pretty easily. So I'm gonna see, none of these are creature lands, right? No. If they go to flip up this Manifest and block here, like it looks like they're trying to do, I can Impossible Inferno. Alright, that's also, I'm fine just trading there. So Skull, Snap, Nuisance, sure. So let's discard the mountain. And I think just end the turn with Impossible Inferno up. There's a Glimmer Burst. Yeah, this Fear of Infinity is probably going to be a problem. We might get to decking for someone at some point. This can't block, can it? No. Oh, God. This deals 6, because of course it does. Not 7. Can I afford to cast another Say Its Name? What do I get back? Flesh Burrower? Branch Snapper's not horrible. Fear of Burning Alive really doesn't do much right now. Can't even cast the Branch Snapper. Yeah, I don't like how this game is going right now. I think I'm just kind of slowly but surely killing myself in deck size here. I just think they've crafted their hand to have all the answers, and them knowing about this Fear of Burning Alive is not great for me. Plus, this stupid Megalodon is just annoyingly large. Okay. Don't have anything else to do, so I guess we just do this. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we have 4 lands left in our last 6 cards here. That's not a good omen for us. So we do not have much left to play with here, to say the least. Alright. Yeah, past turn. I think the best we can do is, like, block the Megalodon and Dragonfire? Never mind. No, I think we just die. Yeah, they just had a bunch of answers, and we unfortunately... there's probably a better way I could have played that game, potentially. I mean... just... getting back to Fear Burning Alive, them knowing about it the whole game just didn't seem very good. Sure, we'll draw the land here to end it. Yep. All right. Yeah, I just got outplayed. They're high mythic, so it's a little bit of a tough game, and probably didn't play it optimally. Okay, we do get to go first this time, and we've got an aggressive-ish hand. Teddy, followed by Fear of Being Hunted here. We'll see if we can do anything with it. Here comes Underwater Tunnel. Hopefully they play like a 1-3 or something. That would be great. Nothing. More mountains. Tunnel Surveyor. Yeah, that blocks well enough. You know, Tunnel of Hate with Fear of Being Hunted on the battlefield is quite the combo. So I'm actually not going to attack with that, in the hopes that we can eventually get to Tunnel of Hate here. Then you have a 4-2 double striker that is required to be blocked. Might be a little bit wishful thinking toward the late game, but you never know. Okay, we get to draw an extra card. If it is a forest... No, just our mono red deck here. But now we'll bin 2 forests with this. Close enough. I was going to say, if it was a forest, I probably would have impended this. Impended? Okay, that works. That does let me kill their 1-1 for free, assuming they don't have any other interaction here. Never mind. Now that makes my life a lot more annoying. Like, a lot more annoying. It's a first striker. Yeah, okay. Alright, what dies? Probably the Overlord here. No? Okay. Yeah, I guess we just do this and then give this double strike here. Right? I mean... What if I attack here? This is required to be blocked, so they block here, but then I give this double strike, so that I'm attacking for 12 double strike. They probably chump. No, I wouldn't be double strike. I have to give that first strike if I attacked. So let's just attack here. Give it double strike, get another land. They will just chump here. Okay, that's a 3/3. Is that the WinCon room? Yes, it is. Interesting. Okay, so... Alright, Meat Locker for some tempo. That makes sense. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands here. So we can go Branch Snapper and Burrower, probably. Okay, so we trade Branch Snapper, a double striking trample creature, and potentially Death Touch creature, although the Meat Locker is going to lock this one down, but we will still have at least a few attackers here. Okay, so they're just trying to, like, survive for Promising Stairs, I think. Yeah, that might have been wrong. Probably should have just played the Overlord, but it's okay. All right, let's just get in. Why not? So I'm gonna give this Death Touch. And I'm sure they'll kill it. There it goes. That was probably a big punt of a turn if I had to guess. There goes Hover Ship. Kill the 4/4. Awkwardly just not in the position to be able to cast both of these. Hopefully they don't have a good turn next turn. Because, I mean, I've got a lot of stuff. They've only got 5 unlocked rooms here, so... they're not really close to Promising Stairs. In the turn, can't cast that. See what they got. If they don't have a way to kill the Branch Snapper, that is 14 points of trample damage here, so let's see. Very good card, not in this situation though. Okay, that might do it. So let's go to combat, attack, give that Death Touch, give that Double Strike, because I know they've got removal here. So they're going to kill probably this one, and this is still lethal. So they have to have 2 removal spells now that I gave the Flesh Burrower Double Strike here. And they did not. So that will do it. We just got a bunch of big creatures double striking and making our way to lethal. Starting on the draw here with a pretty slow hand, but got both colors of mana, got some Say Its names, got a 1-drop now. So I suppose we'll keep Paranormal Analyst. That's a good card to say the least. Ooh. Yeah. They can kind of see this coming. But hopefully they don't have anything to do about it. I also can't cast it next turn. So they might make a non-optimal play this turn to prevent the Fear of Being Hunted eating this. No, okay, if we draw a Mountain, we get to eat the Paranormal Analyst for free here. Come on, Mountain. Never mind, it gets to attack. I have forgotten about that for some stupid reason. So let's play say its name, I guess. And get back Fear of Burning Alive, I think. How did I forget that this stupid thing can attack? I do not know. Alright, I guess we'll just play our creature then. Glimmerburst, sure. Okay, now they have a 5/5. That's a little annoying. There's not much I can do about it, unfortunately. Actually, the Horde Caller is probably the worst thing here, I would think. It doesn't really... We're not in a position to do that. And I really was hoping I would hit at least one land off of that. So now we just don't have the time to cast all this. I can get rid of any number of them. And now we just have to take a lot of damage, and what I envision happening here is we play big creature, they counter or kill it, we play big creature, they kill it, and then we die by that point. So that is what I think is going to finish out this game. I mean, they're attacking for at least 5 unblockable this turn. There's 7. And if I don't hit a land this turn, I'm well and truly dead. Oh, nah, I'm just way dead now. And I missed a land as well. So, yeah, that was a weird game. I didn't draw anything in the right order. Very strange. Alright, this deck loves to be on the draw, so we will do that yet again. I think this is the 7th game of the draft and the 6th game on the draw. Minimum 5th game on the draw. I know we've been on the play at least once, potentially twice. Interesting. Don't know exactly what to lead on here now. I guess it might depend on what they play. Piranha Fly. This has haste, doesn't it? Yeah, why not? I don't know. This is tough. I probably should have played the Gremlin. The only thing about the haste creatures is, like, if they play an X4 at any point, the Wicker Folk just becomes a lot worse if I don't have Delirium. Does that trample? No, it gains trample later. Okay, what do you got? Flood Pit's Drowner. Don't like that, but sure. Let's see if they want to use their turn to get rid of this Wicker Folk or not. Attacking with both makes sense. This thing does have vigilance for some reason. I guess it's so that they can do exactly that, attack with it and then still use its ability. This stupid Dragonfire is probably going to have to kill this stupid Piranha Fly at some point. Just because we don't have great... what's it called? Stuff against flyers here. Grab the prize. Getting rid of the Teddy seems fine. It gets us 3/10 of the way towards Delirium, and now all the way there, actually. 3/10. 3/4 of the way. It's late here. It's a late night. Now we've got a couple of removal spells. The Drowner can't shuffle anything anymore, so I can block a couple things. The Wicker Folk's now a 4/3. Lands are good draws here. I believe they missed a land drop last turn, so probably won't be able to play anything super effective. Okay, that is removal. Probably get rid of the Flesh Burrower, yep. Now they have good attacks. I will block at this point. Don't want to take 6. So we'll do that. Do the land here. Think I will do this before they can use it to get any more discounts. Attack next turn. We can grab the prize, getting rid of probably found footage. Unless I draw a land and really need to use Fear of Burning Alive. Another Piranha Fly. Alright, they're going for it. Missed land drop is not great. So let's do this. Attack. Another potentially loose play. I mean, I could have just played another creature and represented lethal this turn, but I wanted to make sure I didn't die in 2 turns and not really know what to do with my mana. So here goes the Wicker Folk down, probably. No? Okay, well, I guess we'll attack with it. Or at least attempt to. Did not draw the land. That was annoying. I wouldn't mind drawing this again, except for the fact that I kind of need to cycle this Bedhead Beastie here. I guess I don't need to. I can just Dragonfire and Ticket Booth. The Ticket Booth would likely manifest this. Sure, I guess. Again, another game I think I could be playing better here at the end of this one. They have at least a decision to make. It's not just a land. I guess I could also just play Dragonfire and Friendly Teddy, and then Wickerfolk off the top is lethal. I'm gonna miss a land drop, unfortunately, so I can't play Fear of Burning Alive. But either they're thinking long and hard because it's something it could help, or they're just not at their computer screen or something. I don't know. But I think I'm going to play Teddy and Dragonfire, the Fly, and then next turn potentially Wickerfolk and Ticket Booth. Or Wickerfolk and Cycle Bedhead Beastie so that the next turn Fear of Burning Alive is lethal. Maybe they disconnected or something? Don't know exactly. So let's kill this, and then Friendly Teddy here, pass it back. They must have disconnected, or ran off for a sandwich and dropped the mustard. Alright, well, looks like we got the win. I think we were in a pretty decent spot regardless of had they not disconnected here. But does seem like that was the result of the match. And as I mentioned before, on the draw for I think the 7th out of 8th game here now. But we'll keep it piggy bank on 2. Stalked Researcher. Sure. Tunnel Surveyor. Yeah. I guess I'll take my treasure here. I don't really want to use the treasure. I'd like to be able to ramp out something like Branch Snap around turn 5 or something. So I think I'm just going to Flesh Burrower and Bleeding Woods. And then next turn we can use Grab the Prize. We're only going to have access to 5 mana with the treasure, but 4 without. So I can grab the prize, get rid of a land, draw 2. And then hopefully draw like another 2-drop or something. Okay, make another 1/1. They can eventually get some counters on that as well. So let's start here. Let's get rid of a land. Draw some more, basically. And now the next 2 turns we can play a couple of 6-drops. Hopefully no counter spells. Unsettling Twins, that's fine. Which would I rather die or get, like, killed by an enchantment here? That's the one I intend to play first. And I think the answer to that for me is the Beastie. So let's play this one first. Have it get unable to screamed or bounce to our hand or something. And then we'll have the Branch Snapper. They got a lot of creatures here. I don't like that. I can't imagine they want to triple block here. I mean, if they do, good for them. I don't have anything in my hand to blow them out, but I mean, it would be horrible for them if they did triple block and I did have removal. So I don't think they're going to. Okay, yeah, they did it. Good for them. So let's do these, I guess. Okay, no plays, more lands. They've got something in their hand. I obviously don't know what it is, but I mean, I just gotta kind of turn on the aggression a little bit here. So they block like this, and then I'm sure they will do something to the branch snapper. Nope, okay. Trades happen. And end the turn. Entity tracker. Yeah, that's good. And they had priority still, which means potentially the hexproof trick. Yeah, that locks down the branch snapper. And it draws a card, so good for you. I will keep this, though. And I do believe the entity tracker needs to die. And the Wicker Folk can actually attack this turn as a 4/3. So that's pretty good. I guess I should have played Wicker Folk, attacked, see if they block or not, and then kill the entity tracker. But I'm not too upset with making that trade either. Yeah, see, like these creatures aren't the biggest deal on the board right now. I mean, I'm basically gonna double block, or they're gonna double block here, and now the Impossible Inferno is going to blow them out a little bit. Sure, let's do this. Hit the Horde Caller, get a Hasty Boy next turn. Okay, you get a 3/3. That costs 4, so can't cast it. Sure. So we'll do this. Oh, they still have the Shard Mage's Rescue or whatever it's called. Or Jump Scare, potentially. Currently, this is lethal, so they're going to have to do something. Sure, this is lethal. They go for Jump Scare. We kill it. And then we win. Alright, not too bad there. This deck is really performing. A nice little red-green Delirium deck here. Into Diamond 4. Alright, 9 games, 8 times on the draw. You do the math. I don't know. Something not very likely. Do we bear trap or found footage here? I think I'm just gonna found footage. And then next turn, get to see what we want to do here. Guess I can flesh burrow or just get a creature on the battlefield. The next turn I can play Say Its Name and bear trap. Moldering Gem with ramp. Yep. Wickerfolk. That's actually pretty good. Let's do this. And then we can flash in bear trap on their turn. And then have Say Its Name. That's a good blocker here, unfortunately. The good news is both these have Death Touch, so... Possible Inferno. Well, let's start with Say Its Name. Getting back... Bedhead Beastie, I guess? Cycling for a land? Or maybe just using found footage? Or would I rather trade here? I don't think I want to trade. I mean, I attack, they block. Probably the Wickerfolk. And then they trade. They get a 2/2. That's fine, I guess. Ah, I forgot they draw the extra card too. Yeah, not great. Kind of hope they just unlock Weight Room so that the Impossible Inferno can just kill it. That's a lot more annoying. Scorching Dragonfire. I just need lands, kind of. The Dragonfire doesn't really do what I want it to do here. Alright, go ahead, I guess. We do have Delirium now. Okay, that's pretty good for me. That gives me a nice clean target for the Impossible Inferno here. They get the Scorching Dragonfire into hand, so that's good for them. Found footage, sure. Okay, so... Oh, is there a way... I don't think there's a way... Yeah, because this can deal 4 damage to something, but this attacks... When it attacks, another target creature you control gains Death Touch. So, that doesn't work how you want it to. Unfortunately, they're going to Scorching Dragonfire, the Flesh Burrower, and there's not anything I can do about that. I can play Fear of Burning Alive, put him to 9, and kill the Analyst. This will die. And then I have a 4/4. They attack for 5. I go to 8. I could just play a 5/6 menace here, and then this could potentially come out of nowhere. They could get more value off of the analyst, though, which they've gotten a good bit already. This also blocks the Megalodon. Let's do this, actually, here. Now, if they want to remove this, they have to have 2 removal spells here, which they very well could have. It's a decent sign if that's how they're starting. Got rid of another analyst. I guess the beastie doesn't block well considering they have Dragonfire in hand. But yeah, Dragonfire does eat the Burrower. And what else you got? Flytrap with counters. Yikes. Okay. It's becoming difficult here. Kinda need to kill this Flytrap, pretty much. And hope they don't have removal anymore. Bookworm's pretty good. More creatures. I kind of have to block this stupid Megalodon, I think. I have to double block here. Oh, that wins the game, I think. Yeah, 4 mana draw 4, that'll probably do it. Pretty nice splash there for them. Yeah, we've just drawn nothing but lands here, unfortunately. Hasn't been that great for us. And we got backs to the wall. They got 5 fresh cards in hand. This card, every time it's been on the battlefield for my opponent, it has been like an actual problem. Like, I don't know what to do about it. I have to double block. I have to make weird blocks and all sorts of things, and it's just not very good for me. Yeah, like every time it comes down. Okay, I think this works the way I want it to. I don't think they're going to be able to kill this anymore if I do this. Okay, that did work the way I wanted it to. It means they used up my bear trap, though. Yeah, I think we've drawn 4 straight lands here, which really does hurt. During Curiosity, yeah. Good card. I'm at the point where I probably can't double block anymore or else I'm dead. So I have to chump the Megalodon here. No? Alright, they're just playing it nice and safe. I mean, I'm not drawing anything, so it's working out for them. Grab the prizes are still in the deck, so we can potentially draw into some decent stuff here, but I think we've kind of past our sweet spot point. I think we are very close to being dead. Yeah, they're just drawn into their removal and stuff. Alright, I need like a grab the prize, discard this, draw into Overlord, and something else I can cast, basically. Wait, can I deck them? No, probably not. I mean, my life total's not going to be high enough for me to do that. Oh, of course. An abhorrent Oculus, of course. Ah. Yeah, I think we just drew basically all lands. From there to the end. Here's another one. Darn. Well, you know, we couldn't quite get the trophy here, but I'll take a 6-3 to close out the format. We got a trophy this format. We got one of them. And if you want to find it, go back to the last draft. Draft 14, that was the one. But we'll take a 6-3 with a pretty sweet red-green deck here. I hadn't played red-green yet, and this did some pretty good work. Fear of Burning Alive was pretty good. Overlord, obviously great. Wicker Folk, Dragonfire. Nice old classic red-green beats. Gotta love it. Thanks for tuning in. For the Life of Duskmourn, your pre-release guide for Foundations comes out on Monday. Again, thanks for tuning in today, and I'll see you next time for your daily draft.